Bang! Hi, I'm Chef Jay Lasso, Cooking in the Hood show, and we want to welcome you during the 11 o'clock hour weekdays, Wednesday morning, No Static Radio YouTube. Join us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok. It don't stop. Today we want to do Culinary 101, and we want to start with a dish called a beef stir fry, okay? Now, guess what I did? Thank God I brought this beef because I left all the other beef at home. And check it out. You know what? I need to tell you, I am slipping, but I'm on the mark. We have beef right here, and I want to show you guys how we did production for the vegetable stir fry and also the yellow rice. Now, the yellow rice can be done two ways. You can use curry, which will add another flavor. You can use chicken base, or you can use yellow food coloring. And all of that must be edible. So I don't know if you can see me right here, but here's our pot for the rice. And what we do is we start with 2 cups of water and 2 cups and 16 ounces. We take maybe a half a cup of rice and we add it to it. We bring it to a boil. The rice must come to a boil, and after it comes to a boil for 3 minutes, you turn the rice down and you let it simmer. The rice will soak up all the liquid because it's a grain. Here we have our vegetables, and our vegetables went into that stir fry. So we had peppers right here. Now, if you see that pepper, that's a membrane, and you want to take that membrane and you want to cut that out of there because it's not really edible and it doesn't taste good. So this is how we start our production for the stir fry vegetable. So we'll take it and we'll cut it like on a oblique, I should say, oblique. And we'll do it oblique style, okay? And you guys know what oblique is, right? Go, audience. Yes, the audience said they know. So we did oblique there. Here, we took our zucchini and we did oblique there also, okay? So we got a little bit of oblique here with the zucchini. We have it with the squash. And for time purposes, we need to roll on. But here we have our vegetables that's going into our stir fry. We take the carrots. And what we want to do is we want to par cook the vegetables. That's going to take a long time. That's going into the dish. We want to steam the green beans. You can use a different kind of green beans. You can use a pea pod, a snap pea, or whatever you want. We want to take the broccoli, and we want to utilize this whole broccoli. And a lot of people know that the end is real. It's a root. It's a stalk, okay? So you want to cut the broccoli just like this. We don't want cross-contamination, so we are not going to use that. We're just showing you what we're going to do. So we cut the broccoli in florets off the stem, okay? And we utilize it by par cooking it just a little bit. We call it a blanching process. Hi, how are you? Glad to see you. So we take the rest of that stalk and we go down the stalk and we cut some of the skin off because the skin is like leather. So you want to cut the skin off, okay? So we'll cut some of the skin off the stalk and it will reveal the natural sweetness and the softness in the stalk, okay? So there you go. We have the softness right here. And this is one-on-one. We're getting our production together. So when you go into a restaurant, they're going to give you a menu. They're going to give you a list of items that you need to follow. And the recipe is going to tell you how to do it. So the chef is going to demonstrate to you how he wants his vegetables to look going into the product, okay? Now they have paperwork that can show you that and demonstrate it. They also have YouTube and everything that can do that. But here today we're going to show you that one-on-one, okay? So right there we have all the vegetables that are going into the product. We'll take the carrot and we'll cut the carrot right in half, okay? And we want to pre-cook that also. We're going to put tomatoes into our stir fry. So we have some healthy cherry tomatoes. You can use whatever kind you like. And we're going to cut them on a circular, and we're going to make them thick. That when they go into the product, let me show it to you. When they go into the product, they don't disintegrate, okay? They don't just melt and go away. Now, since I left the meat at home, bang, this is what we're going to do here. We're going to take the beef that we have, and we're going to cut the beef into small strips. I don't know if you can see me here. I'm hoping that you can. We'll have the camera set up totally that way. The camera is overhead. You can see us working with the product, okay? Remember, cold food cold, hot food hot. Also, remember to wear gloves when you're dealing with cold food like salads. You're dealing with vegetables. You must wear gloves when you're doing production for that. When you're cutting meat, you must use gloves. You got to have your sanitation bucket, and you don't use bleach or any of that. You use sanitation fluid, okay? Make sure you use cold water when you're doing sanitation fluid, because what happens is if you use warm water, hot water, you'll break down the emollients in it, okay? So we got everything here. We got our yellow rice. We have our beef here. We have our beef cut up for the stir fry. Make sure you got a sharp knife. Make sure you got everything you need. All your mise en place is French in order. So I'm going to stay right here. Turn the stove up. And I'm going to move some of these items back. And right here, we want to put a little bit of oil in there. We're going to put like maybe an ounce of oil in there, okay? And here, we're going to take, you hear that skillet? We're going to let it get a little bit warm. And we're going to turn on the fan. Can you turn the fan on, Miss Lady, please, for us? That way, because we have a makeshift kitchen in the studio. And we're going to be moving in an area where we can go into a bigger studio. Bang, we had to cut that off. I should have had that off a long time ago. Okay, here we go. We'll take the beef. We'll put it right there. We'll move the beef around. Woo! Let's go, let's go. Hey, we're cooking in the hood. Chef De La Soul. We got the fan rolling here, and we're tossing it up. So we're going to take a little bit of these vegetables, and we're going to put them here. Right here in this skillet. This saute pan, I should say. We're going to turn it down just a little bit here. That way we don't get it too smoky, set off the fire alarm. We want to incorporate a lot of vegetables in there, okay? A lot of vegetables. There we go. Now, you want your stir fry to have a little garlic flavor to it. So I just made this product here. We're going to put a little bit of garlic right into the vegetables, okay? Toss it up, let your meat cook just a little bit. You see that? Let your meat cook. Toss it up, toss it up, toss it up. Let's go, let's go. Wow, look at that guy there. So we have that already. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to ask the lady, can you bring a little plate out of the kitchen for us, please? And we're going to put this stir fry together for you. And I want to show you how this is going, because I should have cut the tip off of this at home. But we're going to cut the tip off of it right here, okay? There we go. Put your stir fry, ginger teriyaki. This is a ginger teriyaki, okay? Turn the fire back up and let that reduce itself. Hey, right there we go. We have the plates here. Let that reduce right there. I wish you guys could see that on a close-up basis. It's tightening up. So I made this at the house. And you know what I did? Let me tell you what I did. I took the ginger sauce and I incorporated it with a little bit of cornstarch. Now we're going to mix that over to here. And I'm going to take the rice. And we're going to take maybe 2 ounces. Saute pan still hot. We're going to take 2 ounces of rice. We're going to toss that up again. We got that stir fry. It should shine. It should look real glossy. That way you know you're working with a great product there, okay? Turn the fire off on that. Bang, we got that right here. Make sure you use a nice saute pan. That way you don't scrape the skillet, okay? So since you guys saw everything we needed to do in order to get our stir fry together, you need to have your mise en place, all of your vegetables. Cut those vegetables up. Your rice needs to be cooked, cooled down, and you need to be able to perform excellent on the assembly line of a restaurant. If you like cooking, go to our website, go to our page, No Static Radio, YouTube, Chef Jay Soul, Cooking in the Hood, and we will offer more dishes weekdays, Wednesdays at 11 o'clock, Chef Jay Soul. Bang! I have my shades on. Did you see me? Cooking in the Hood. Let me show this to you. Let me show this to you guys. I was being so cool with them shades on. I was like, I was feeling myself. Now take a look at this. Oh my, that is beautiful. Take a little bit of color in there. We want some color. Oh my. Ooh, chef. Don't do it like that, baby. Oh my God. Did Chef cook that like that? Yes, he did. We're bringing that to you right here live at the No Static radio station. Chef Taylor Soul, celebrity cooking in the hood. Put a little bit of that bang, bang to the boogity bang on top of there. And guess what? We'll see you next week at 11 o'clock. No Static Radio. Chef Taylor Soul, cooking in the hood. Thank you so much. Bang, we're out of here.